Hello, my name's Dan. Welcome to my channel Deadwood Renovations. I am a DIYer and love renovating properties and buying new tools. I set up this channel because me and the wife are currently in the process of moving house to do up our second fixer-upper. We are 9 months into the process and unfortunately there's no end in sight, and in the meantime my sister has managed to buy her first property, which is a 1-bedroom flat. So we are going to be renovating that while we're waiting for our house to go through. So please stay tuned to see how we get on with that, and thanks for following along. So if we start off in the hallway, this is obviously the front door. I think they had 4,000 pictures put up throughout the property because these are all where we've filled in where raw plugs were fitted. My sister's already had the ceiling plastered and that is starting to dry off lovely, including under the stairs. I started to take off all of the woodwork last week, and this bit we didn't realise actually goes through into the entrance area, which is just outside of there. So we're taking that off and replacing it, taking all the skirting boards off and replacing it, and also the picture rail and replacing it. The door frames will stay the same. We will just strip these back and prime and paint them. Moving through into the living room, this is a huge space with some really nice high ceilings. Again, these were Artex ceilings or textured ceilings, so these have all been plastered smooth. They only finished on Thursday, but as you can see it's drying lovely at the moment. And then when we look down here, I've already started taking off the skirting boards, but as you can see the plaster doesn't come the full width. It's probably 3/4 of an inch, 10-15 mil back, so we will have the support behind there before we put the new skirting boards on. I've already taken off the dado rail in here, got a lovely big bay. Again, all the skirting boards are removed at the moment. Got some lovely repair work here where the plaster had blown and it just kind of crumbled off the wall. What we're also doing here is that we're going to do chasing here, across here, over to above the mantelpiece of the fireplace. She would like the TV to be put there, so we need to route some sockets there so she can hide all of the wiring. As you can see, the coving, hard to see, but it's in quite bad condition. There are some bits that are better than others, so hopefully we're going to just fill and repair that. There is a 4.2 meter wide radiator here. It's a very old style, as you can see from the top. None of the radiators, bar the one in the bathroom, has TRV valves on the radiators, so we're going to change all the radiators, put new TRV valves, all new woodwork throughout. New doors. Coming out of the living room, we go around the hallway into the bedroom, which is being used for storage at the moment. Again, lovely space, really tall ceilings. The centre part of the ceiling has been replastered, so it's nice and smooth. There is a lot of things to fix on it. As you can see, we've got a lot of cracks that are going up into the coving and into the picture rail and such, so we will replace that. Also, we have got another radiator in here, no TRV valve, so that will all be replaced. Lovely big French doors letting the light in at the moment. We're also going to put new laminate flooring throughout, that's what she likes. This is the kitchen, how it is at the moment. Nice window there letting light in, and again she had the ceiling plastered. What you can't see is this bit actually used to go up like that, so the plaster has leveled it out. So this room is taking a bit longer to dry, so I've got the window open today, so hopefully we can dry it out. She's got some storage cupboards here, so quite a lot of space for storage. The original fuse box, but we have got an electrician coming out to replace that on the 19th. The way that the kitchen's going to be is there is a 1000 mil base unit here with the sink above. There'll be a corner unit again here. Where the oven is will be a 450 wide dishwasher. Then we'll have the oven, and then a 500 mil wide set of 4 drawers, which actually will take us about 50 mil away from the length of where it is currently. And as you can see, the door swings, there's more than enough room for people to get in and out of the room. The way that this side's being done is there is going to be 2 1000 mil base unit cabinets there. but we're actually going to be using wall cabinets, which is what they have done because this is quite a shallow area. So these will be wall cabinets with feet added onto them, plinths and everything like that. She doesn't want wall cabinets, so these wall cabinets that are there will be going. These cabinets here and the extractor will be going, so it will all be one level in here. Again, going to re-laminate the floor. Go out towards the utility. It's got the combi boiler fitted there. There will be a new base cabinet fitted there just for general storage. On the left, it's quite hard to see, but a fridge freezer will be there, and then she's going to have a washing machine and tumble dryer stacked there, so you'll see us plumb that in as well. When we go towards the bathroom, this is pretty much staying as it is for the moment. I did reseal the sink last week. I also fitted the glass screen. Very happy with my sealant lines there. Originally, if you can just see up here, it's still got the rubber ring mark there from where it actually had a shower rail. This is the radiator, the only TRV radiator in the property. We're going to remove that and replace it with a 1600 high towel rail. And then, because she's keeping it as it is at the moment, the shower is fed from the bath taps, and we are going to replace this whole fitting unit because it's quite old and is, sorry I didn't do it there, it's quite old and it's not looking its best. And then this will be a room that she will tackle at a later date. When we look out here, this is the little courtyard garden. It's completely patioed, crazy paved patioed at the moment. I think she's looking to have fake grass throughout when she's finished. We're also going to look at putting some tiles over these steps just to make them look a bit nicer, because as you can see, they've been painted grey, red, concrete, various different styles. And then as you can see, it's all nicely fenced in for the dog, so that her dog doesn't get out. And yeah, that's the tour. Right, so let's give this a go. Got the Bosch multi-tool, wood blade. Let's try and cut this off as close as we can to the rest of the woodwork. Perfect. That's the first job of the day ticked off. So now we have taken the laminate flooring off of here. We've taken all the skirting boards off, bar this one. As you can see, this one is a little bit more difficult because it has the pipe work going through it, and I don't fancy flooding the place. But let's see what was under this floor originally, and we haven't pulled it up yet, so let's have a little look. Oh wow, it's got the original tiled floor underneath here. Looks like it's quite damaged. Let's have a look.
Chase the thrill, with it every desire we've yet to fulfill. Caught in the frenzy, we dance in this way. In the pursuit of more, we'll find our way. With every chase, in this endless race, in this game we'll play forever in the greedy way. In the hunger of the night we'll soar, our hearts craving for something more. With every heat we'll lead astray, we'll dance forever in the freeway. Through the highs and lows we crave the rush. In the whispers of temptation we hush. Bound by desire we'll never sway. In the realm of excess we'll stay. With every risk we take, in chances we make, in this path we'll stray forever in the greedy way.
Right, let's have a look and see what we've done today. So we have exposed the tiled floor. As you can see, it's missing tiles. There's damage, it's lovely pattern, damage in the corner, it's hard to see for the light. It's been latexed over here, self-levelled over, so it obviously was damaged at some point. We've managed to get all of this bit off, all the skirtings off, a little bit missing, a little bit still in place behind that rad, but I don't want to get too close to the water until I've drained the system. Everything's all good here. Then when we come into the living room, taken all of the picture rail off within this room, much better. all of the skirting is off and the dado rail's off, bar this one which is behind the rad, so it won't be touching that one. And then over here I drew on the wall the size of the TV that she's getting, and then fitted the TV bracket so that I knew roughly where it was. Got this nice and level, and then cut out for the back box for the double socket there. As you can see, drilled through so I don't disturb the corner beading of the plaster. Cut it all in here, just use my SDS and a rake, and all the way down to the socket that we will be tapping into. And I think that that is everything for today. Oh wait, let's go and look outside. Still need to take skirting off in here, but as you can see, appliances, kitchen, mattress, there's not a lot of room. So cut up loads of bit of wood for her, and then we've got another pile here that I'm going to sort through shortly, and then the laminate that we took from up in the hallway. And yeah, it's a good day's work. See you tomorrow. So what I'm trying to do today is take off all of this lovely wood chip wallpaper, and as you can see the coving is quite damaged. This bit looks like it's dropped, but it's solid, it's not moving, so I won't be able to stick that back up. And then what we do is we rake out all of these channels to give the filler something to adhere to. As you can see there's a big bit there, and that goes across the whole width of this wall on the outside, making it look much better. And it looks like someone's already filled something in here, because that's not even wood chip wallpaper. And then we'll go the full width. Right, end of day 2. We have first coat filled where the dado rail is. Done this side as well. Filled in up the corner. Filled that in with easy fill 45-minute stuff. Fitted the socket, wired it in, put some bonding in the chases and where the plaster fell off the wall where it had blown. All wired in down the bottom. And a little bit of filling here. Still need to angle grind off of all of these nails that are sticking out every 6 inches or so. Nice bit of blown plaster there. Still need to finish off this corner, it's nasty. That's all been skinned, it needs another coat. In the hallway, it's very dark. But yeah, that's all been skinned. All around here. Took out the wall cupboard that was there. Bit of worktop. Filled in all of the plugs from previous plumbing and worktops and whatnot. So we're just waiting for that to fully cure. As you can see, it's a little bit darker in the middle. Waiting for that to fully cure, and then that can be sanded. Also, the garden's been emptied. Loads of dump runs today, so it's looking nice and clean. And we will come back next week.